today I ran into, well, I didn't run into her, but she came and found me. Somebody that follows me on Instagram, and I felt so cool. Shout out to her. I'll link her name right here. She's from France, and she found me inside the co-working space that we work in and was like, hey, are you Amy? And I was like, I was super awkward, as usual, but that was so cool. Sometimes it's so weird to realize that you have followers. I even hate to say that, but like people that follow your account from all over the world. So cool. She even gave us some recommendations for Spain, so hopefully in the near future, well maybe in the near future after Bali, we might be going back to Europe, so keep those in mind. So if you ever do see me in public, you for sure should come say hello because I'm super awkward and it might be funny. And I like making friends with you guys. Eric's making fun of me because I got so excited that I just saw a fruit cart. Well, they're everywhere in Thailand, and then here they aren't that common, so I just wish they sold jackfruit. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today, Eric and I are going to this place called Finn's, and it is like, I think it's a hotel, but they have, is it a hotel?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, it's not a hotel. It is like a venue that has pools and just a cool place to hang out and like relax, have some drinks, hence why we are in a taxi right now. We're not gonna scoot over there because don't drink and drive. So we're taking a taxi and then we are also going to, so I'll show you guys around there, and then also I'm going to be explaining why we actually cannot go back to the United States until the very end of this year. So we'll be able to go back to the United States like December 20th. We were going to meet my parents in Maui in September, but it turns out we can't go back to the United States. So we are going to be staying abroad, potentially going to Europe. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will definitely keep you guys updated, and I'll be explaining why we can't go back to the United States. How do you feel about that, Eric? Definitely sad that we can't go to Maui, but...
Yeah, I am sad. I really wanted to go to Maui, but...
It's
alright.
Nothing wrong with staying in Europe or Bali.
No.
Always issues with the drone.
No.
Don't worry, you're not in it.
Not tripod.
Oh, no tripod either. But what about IGTV? Confiscated. This place is cool. Thank you. Okay, so we got it. We made it to our day bed. Here it is. I feel kind of like a celeb. But our drone, tripod, and what else? Oh, the drone, the tripod, and the gimbal all got confiscated. I guess they're very strict here at Finn's. But anyways, we decided to splurge on this day bed because we figured we're gonna be here the next like 5 hours or something, so whatever we spend, we might as well spend and have it go towards the day bed. So I'm pretty excited. I think we're gonna drink some champagne and enjoy our day off. And now cut to B-roll of Finn's. Okay, so now I thought I would explain why we actually can't go back to the United States until the end of December, so like December 20th. And it's because we found out about this tax law that actually applies to us only through, actually Eric found an article about it, and then I asked our accountant just to make sure that like it was legit. And basically it says that if you are somebody who travels or you aren't in the United States for more than, I think it's 35 days out of the year, you actually can avoid paying any taxes. So that doesn't include self-employment tax, so I'll still have to pay self-employment tax. But as long as we don't spend more than 35 days inside the United States, I think it's 35,
then we don't have to pay any other state or federal taxes. That's saving a load of money, so it's pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, I'm really sad that we're not going to Maui to see my parents because I really wanted to do that. So I think for this year that makes more sense for us. And also another thing I wanted to cover, because this is a question I get a lot too, is people ask us what we do for health care and health insurance. And I'm not advising that anybody else do this, but for our situation, we're traveling full time. Like if we had health insurance in the United States, we wouldn't even be able to use it. So right now, we don't have health insurance. And I've met a lot of other and talked to a lot of other digital nomads that actually don't have health insurance either. Not saying that that's a good reason to do it. I mean, do whatever works for you, but we figured we might as well just save that money that we would be spending on health insurance every month and just use it if we need it. Eric and I both like really value our health and we take good care of ourselves, so we're kind of like, well, knock on wood, like nothing bad happens, but if something does, then we can just pay out of pocket to get health care wherever we are. Oh, and so that foreign tax law that I was just talking about, because normally like we have to pay a penalty for not having health insurance, but with only being in the United States less than 35 days a year or whatever, we actually get out of paying that penalty as well. So that's another, I think it ends up being like 2.5% of whatever you make. So yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys and explain why we cannot go back to the United States. But actually, I mean, besides the fact that I'm sad we're not going to Maui, it doesn't really matter. I'm really glad we saw my parents in Paris, so I won't miss them too much. And then we'll go back to Colorado probably at the end of the year in December. So let me know if you guys have questions about any of that. I know a lot of you guys are planning to like start your own businesses and travel abroad and are wondering about what to do about health insurance and paying your own taxes and that kind of thing. It's sort of the unsexy part about having your own business, but it's still good to know about. Obviously, double check with your accountant to make sure this applies to you as well. Don't just take my word for it. I am not a legal authority. And that's it. Let's get back to drinking champagne and toasting. I ordered a mimosa, hold the juice. Just kidding. We just got a bottle of champagne, so I'm gonna drink it now.